I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness.
Our Black Stars preparations are intensifying ahead of our Pro World Cup friendly game, God willing, Tuesday against Wales and the 2026 FIFA World Cup tournament. We are going to check out all the latest from the team's camp and other latest surrounding our various national teams. Before I do that, if you are new on this platform, quickly, let's do the necessities together. Subscribe to the channel, hit on the post notification bell for more updates. Like this video to motivate us for more updates on this platform. After that, share to other social media platforms. At least write something decently in the comment box. Subsequently, I'll be giving you special shout outs. Let me also introduce you to your trustworthy home of quality cosmetic products in Ghana, Herald Trading Enterprise. Those suffering from alopecia, talking of baldness, we have cream and oil for gradual growth, quick growth, and very quick growth in terms of skin diseases such as acne, pimples, dandruff, stretch marks, and the others. We have quality products to cure all of them wherever you are across the globe. Please contact Herald Trading Enterprise via the numbers on your screens. We will deliver them to your doorsteps without charging you penny on delivery basis. Everything cosmetics is Herald Trading Enterprise. Before I proceed with the details of today's stories, let me apologize for not updating you guys yesterday. As Real Madrid fan, I decided to go against PSG and I was broken-hearted. It got backfired after Gabriel missed that penalty and I was like, Aish, I'm not going to shoot video today. So there's a quick one about the UEFA Champions League. Congratulations to PSG for winning it successfully, back-to-back UEFA Champions League. Now let's talk about our various national teams. The first one to talk about is our very own national under-17 girls, the Black Maidens. They've secured a place into the final round of the 2026 FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup qualifiers. And so far, so good for us. Yesterday at the Pennisville SKD Sports Complex in Monrovia, Liberia, we defeated Liberia national under-17 girls by 2-0. Kudos to our very own Sadatu Wahab on the 15th minute. Indeed, it was a free kick day for our Black Maidens. She scored the first goal through free kick, and on the 51st minute, our very own Juliana Jechoa scored another free kick for us, defeating Liberia national under-17 girls by 2-0. So on aggregate, we defeated them by 8-0. Now let's talk about this interesting part of our Black Maidens. So far, we've played 2 countries in 2 rounds. In the first round, we defeated Togo national under-17 girls by 8-0 on aggregate. And in the second round, we've defeated Liberia national under-17 girls by 8-0 on aggregate. And this is really amazing. In the first leg against Togo, we defeated them by 2-0 at their own backyard. In the return game, at our backyard, Accra Sports Stadium, we defeated them by 6-0. Against Liberia in the first leg at our own backyard, we defeated them by 6-0. And yesterday, at their own backyard, we defeated them by 2-0. So far, so good for us. We've scored 16 goals. We are yet to concede a goal. And into the final round, you'll be facing Senegal national under-17 girls. And these are the confirmed details. The first leg, we don't know where and when the game will be coming off, but it is scheduled to be between the period of 3rd to the 5th July 2026, and the return game will be a week after. That is the 10th to the 12th of July 2026. So this is a brief one about our Black Maidens. Kudos to their head coach, Joe Nana Adakwa, the technical team, and all the players. Away from the camp of our Black Maidens, let's talk about our Black Stars preparation for our Pro World Cup friendly game against Wales and the 2026 FIFA World Cup tournament. Let me reiterate the details of the game against Wales. It will take place coming Tuesday, the 2nd of June 2026 at exactly 6:45 p.m. Ghana time at the Cardiff International Sports Stadium in Wales. Now let's focus on our preparation for the 2026 FIFA World Cup tournament. So far, so good. I've started loving head coach Carlos Queiroz and the Black Stars. What I'm waiting for are the results, especially going into the game against Wales. Before I talk about what to expect from our Black Stars in the 2026 FIFA World Cup tournament. And these are my reasons. The first part is that Carlos Queiroz has raised the standards of our Black Stars. He has come in with 5 other stars. We know of Roger Disa as one of the assistant coaches, Daniel Gaspar as a goalkeeper trainer. He's in with another coach. His job and profile is yet to be communicated by the Ghana Football Association. But according to them, to be doing that before the commencement of the 2026 FIFA World Cup tournament. And he's also in with a high performance coach. For these coaches, they are normal when it comes to technical setup for a national team or a club side. But what I'm passionate about is a new nutritionist in the Black Stars team who is in to plan and organize meals for our players and also teach them their lifestyles going into the 2026 FIFA World Cup tournament. This is a confirmation from the Ghana Football Association spokesman, Harry Asante-Chum.
So under Otto, we had Alain and Queiroz joining. As we speak, they are no more part of the team. Kim has been asked to concentrate on the Queen's job. He's preparing for the AFCON. Alain is no longer with us. Carlos decided to bring in his own backroom staff. You remember when we did the official unveiling or announcement, we mentioned that in the coming days we'll be putting out that information. That setup is being formed at the moment. He has his own assistant. He has his own nutritionist. He brought his goalkeepers coach. He brought his high performance coach, and then I think one other person. So we will be putting out the full technical team, names, roles, respective designations, hopefully in the coming weeks once all is set, and then we will have a full set for the World Cup.
Now, this is the second part about the Black Stars and why I'm loving Carlos Queiroz. So far, for the very first time, I have followed the Black Stars for a very long time. And so far, they've had 2 training sessions daily. Initially, it was supposed to be 1 training session daily. But for the very first time, under coach Carlos Queiroz, the team is training in the morning. They are having morning training sessions. They are also having evening training sessions. And this is really amazing from Carlos Queiroz. But as I stated initially, what I'm waiting for are the results, especially going into the game against Wolves. Let's rally behind the team. Of course, to any call-up, there might be a lot of controversies around. We will give them the credits if they are able to do the job. And if they are not able to do the job, you backlash them as well. So this is brief from Carlos Queiroz and why I am loving the Black Stars. Now let's talk about the clarification around the recent controversies of our Black Stars. The first part is from the exclusion of our very own Derek Artakun. This has been clarified by our spokesman, Harry Asante-Chum. According to Harry Asante-Chum, his exclusion is purely by coach Carlos Queiroz. It's a coach decision. It's not any nationality switch issue. They are done with their parts. So that is it from Derek Artakun. The second part is about Baba Rahman's inclusion within the Black Stars team. And according to Henry Asante-Chum, looking at how things have been, we've all seen his recent performance this season for his club side, POK, and it was done on merit. It wasn't anything that they did. Even during the time of Otuado, Baba Rahman decided to come and play for the Black Stars. But he thinks it's through the efforts of Carlos Queiroz, who has done this successfully and convinced him to be part of the Black Stars team. This is what you have to do. You have to focus on the preparation for the World Cup rather than talking about the noise around the team and everything. So these are the exact words to clarify the controversies around Baba Rahman's inclusion. The third part is about Joseph Pencil, according to Henry Asante-Chum. Yes, he is a good player. He has done well for the Black Stars and is still doing well as a player. But missing out on the World Cup doesn't necessarily mean you are going to end your football career. Briefly, let's enjoy the extensive talks on the clarification with the recent controversies around our Black Stars squad list. I will be back with more updates from the camp of our Black Stars.
I don't know the editorial policy of FIFA, so I will not be able to speak to that issue. What I know is that we've gone through the process and gotten the job done. Whether they publish or not publish, that's not really our business. There was a responsibility for us to ensure that the processes are followed, which we respected. Cohen is not the first player who has switched nationality. It started many years ago, from the Charles Whittles to the Tony Buffles to a whole lot of players who switched nationality. And we are blessed to have someone like Alex Asante with institutional memory and knowing and understanding the processes that lead to player switch. I wouldn't want to dwell on this matter. Cohen's issue is not about nationality switch. It's about the decision of the coach. The players he wanted in camp are those who are in camp.
From where I sit, it will be difficult to make comparisons and talk about individual players and talk about who is in and who is not in, because these are Ghanaian players. Missing the World Cup is not the end of a career for a footballer who is eligible to play for Ghana. There are some players in this squad who were not present the last time we played the World Cup in Qatar. I have watched Ernest in training. He doesn't even look like a player who is returning from injury. I haven't seen much from Mumin because he arrived only yesterday, trained this morning, expected to train this evening. But Ernest has been here since Sunday, and he's been part of the full training session since we began field work, on Monday through to today. He looks very sharp and very, very impressive. The only thing is that when a coach takes a decision about a squad, you have to deal with what you have at your disposal. As an FA, what we do is that we try to engage the players who couldn't make the cut to tell them that, well, that is the situation we find ourselves. It is what it is. They just have to be focused, and then we move on. A lot has happened. I was talking to my colleague, media officer for Algeria 2 days ago, and he shared a very funny story with me. I asked him what was happening in Algeria. Apparently, journalists have massed up at the airport, taking videos and pictures of every player who comes out of every flight, in Algeria, because the squad has still not been announced.
I see.
And these things happen all over the world. The Brazil experience, Rahman touched on it. Even in England, where he worked, the exclusion of Luke Shaw and Harry Maguire, among others, was also topical in the course of last week. It is the biggest football tournament in the world. It's a dream of every footballer to play at the World Cup. So in times like this, emotions are high. The connoisseurs will talk, but family members will also come in and give their side of the story. But you just have to move on and deal with the situation as it is. So yes, Pencil is a good player. Pencil has given a good account of himself since he first had a call up to the Black Stars. He was a key part of the team when we were playing. And in the end is the decision of the coach. Was it done on merit? Yes, it was done on merit. Baba had a good season. Yes, he's been out of the team for quite some time since that unfortunate incident in Kumasi, where he was booed by the fans in that AFCON qualifier against Central African Republic. But let me place on record that Carlos may have been the one to successfully convince the player to return. But Otto was around, he wanted him back. Even when Chris Hutton, under whose tutelage the player had that or experienced that unfortunate incident in Kumasi, also tried, spoke to him several times, went to him, met him on different occasions. And then at that time, the player felt he was psychologically not ready. He needed time to think through it. He also spoke about the fact that he has a family and going through that period was very challenging. When Otto took over, he also tried, met him a few times, spoke to him a number of times. And then when Carlos took over, he decided to try once more. And luckily he's been successful and the player is back. That is one side of the conversation. The other side of the conversation is that the coach calls the shots, the buck stop with the coach. The coach decides who is in the team at what point and who is not in the team. Unfortunately, you have only 26 slots available to fill in terms of representation. He looked at all the factors available and felt that he would need the services of the player. In camp, we are not focused about the noise out there. The beautiful thing about football is that we all have different views. We all have different opinions. The story of Arteta is there for all of us to look into it. In his first season, when he placed 8th or so, a lot of Arsenal fans said he was not mature for the role. Today, the same Arsenal fans are singing his praise, So opinions are there. That is the beautiful thing about football. Everybody has his own opinion. It's just like the shape of your nose and that of mine. But the responsibility lies with the coach. He calls the shots and he takes the decision. If it goes well, he takes the credit. If it doesn't go well, he takes the credit. We are not focused on who is not here. We are focused on the players in camp. We are focused on the players on the list. We are focused on the players who are preparing. Those who couldn't make the cut, we can only wish them well. And life goes on.
And these are really interesting. Let's see how things will be around everything. As I stated, the best we can do is to support the team, to support the technical team, to support anyone around the Black Stars. It's only time that can tell what you also have to say regarding our Black Stars. Now let's talk about the latest camp news. For what I know, officially, we have 24 players, though reportedly Alexander Djiku is in camp. So let's say 25 players, but officially we have 24 players in camp as communicated to us by the Ghana Football Association. 5 out of 5 goalkeepers, they are all in camp. 7 out of 9 defenders are in camp. Officially, 7 out of 9 defenders are in camp. We are left with Queiroz Opon Pepra and Alexander Djiku. As stated, reportedly, Alexander Djiku is in camp. For Queiroz Opon Pepra, we don't know the reasons to why he's here to join the team's camp. And God willing, by the close of the day or tomorrow, he will be part of the Black Stars team. They are into the French League 1 after defeating Saint-Etienne by 4-1 in the second leg. On aggregates, they defeated them by 4-1. So they've retained their position in the French League 1, leaving Saint-Etienne in the French League 2. I stand to be corrected, but lest I forget to, someone commented under my previous post that we have a certain Apia in Saint-Etienne. Yes, his name is Denis Apia. He was born in France to Ghanaian parents, so he's not a Ghanaian. Currently, he's not a Ghanaian, though he plays predominantly as a central midfielder. He can also play as a center back and as a defensive midfielder. In that game against OGC Nice, he played as a right back. So this is brief one to clarify things surrounding Denis Apia of Saint-Etienne. He's not a Ghanaian, he's a French. So this is brief one about him. Now let's talk about the midfielders. We have 6 out of 7 midfielders in camp. Augustin Boache, of course, with the same reason surrounding Queiroz Opon Pepra, he's here to join the team's camp. So let's see how things will be. But Thomas Partey, the workaholic midfielder, is in camp. We have 6 out of 7 forwards in camp. Iñaki Williams is now in camp. We are waiting for Antoine Selom Semenyo to add up and also document the squad list. So this is quick one surrounding the latest update from the team's camp. And this is quick, whatever it is from their videos in terms of training sessions, everything around the Black Stars. I will keep you updated. But of course, we can't talk about the Black Stars without enjoying some of their excerpts or their videos around the team in camp. Let's quickly enjoy some. I'll be back with a question for you to win a jersey and also special shoutouts.
Not to beat the keeper, but to get.
Quick feet. And rest. We're going to go again. We're going to go. Same again.
Yes, don't cross your feet behind.
Okay.
We never want to bring our foot behind us. That's when we lose balance. Good. Five minutes left. All right, let me explain. Good focus, Sydney. That's not easy. Good focus. Yes, well done. Rotate. Get him out! Okay.
In again. Up, backwards, ollie. Here we go. Good. Here we go. Throw. Get a stretch. Get a stretch what you need, boys. Take 30 seconds. What you need. 30 seconds. What you need.
So this is the question. You stand a chance of winning one Black Stars jersey at the end of every month. Which country will our national under-17 girls be facing in the final round of the 2026 FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup qualifiers? Just leave it decently in the comment box. If you are the best and if you are the earliest, I will pin it in the comment box. Before I take a leave of you, I was being supported by my hardworking chief editor, Emmanuel Kwame Asiedu, and my amazing graphic designer, John. Special shout out to Olembe Wahab, Rufai Abdullahi, Emmanuel Amane Dachene Frames, Gideon Kunedu, Elijah Nana Sante, Erica. Okay, this is Eric Asante. I do appreciate your support. My name. Special shout out to Theophilus Asante. Shout out to Kingsley Bentel. I do appreciate your support. John Apia. I do appreciate your support. Emmanuel Amani again in the comment box. Matthew Duku. Amu Akwame, I do appreciate your support. Albert Japan, I do appreciate your support. Wisdom Aziebu, Benjamin Ofosu, I do appreciate your support. Richard Chenebua Kodia, I do appreciate your support. Mr. Kodia, you were late with the answer. Don't worry, okay, maybe subsequently you might win. And special shout out to Gregory No, I do appreciate your support. Johnny Walters, I do appreciate your support. Francis Gerald, I do appreciate your support. Elijah Nana Asante, I do appreciate your support. Fenton Daniel, I do appreciate your support. Monica Mensa, I do appreciate your support. Armstrong Senior, I do appreciate your support. Edward Parperson, I do appreciate your support. And Vital Science BT, I do appreciate your support. Abrefa, I do appreciate your support. John Thompson, I do appreciate your support. Mr. Thompson, special shout out to Olembe Wahab, Jumo Samson, and other special and cherished commenters and viewers on this platform. Subsequently, I'll be giving other special shout outs. Until we meet again on this platform, as a Frenchman will say, au revoir.